Alright, against the Tuffnut. Interesting. Never want Tuffnut to go first. Oh. I think I was meant to swap in the idle cards. Oh well. So we still do want to get them lower. And I do want the boo. I can stash the swing big. I think that's fine. I mean, they should just block this out anyway. Tough mine just to swing and circle it. I mean, it would be a... What? 4, 5, 7. The chances are, yeah, they can still block it out. But what if they can't? Where was that revealed from? Reveal the top card of your deck if it's 6 or more, put it on top otherwise. So they have No Hero Stands Alone, which sucks for us. Because that's a good amount of block. Granted, there's sort of a chance we can win. But not with the 3 toughness. I mean, no heroes there. They have 3 toughness on board. I don't think it's worth sending the swing big. I think, weirdly enough, it's kind of just block out. Gain our life. 7 on hits? No. Problem is, once they're low, then their cheers are turned on just as much as ours. I mean, I could still send swing big. Be what? 6, 7. They are rocking, so their turns are always just give cards. Nice Mandible Claw. I think 1 toughness, I'm fine pushing it because of the pummel. You have to be wary of the Tunic, though. I assume their deck's no miss with Rock. 3-6. And clear their hand, force them to use the ambush early. Maybe. Otherwise, how big can we get swing big? Not too big, because I have to hold my whole hand. Definitely a lot more awkward than I was hoping for. I'd like the big bully pummel. It doesn't quite work either. Problem is, we know what their Arsenal card is, and it's very annoying. I guess we kind of need to force them to use it. But I should just send the swing big. Question is, no, Rowdy would have been the top card if we sent it last turn. Outside interference was next. And they have stack of toughness again. Then let's send packing. Yeah, I don't mind getting rid of the Arsenal card. I guess we are just kind of blocking out. Are we though? I guess so. Are we though? Tear down idols is actually quite nice. I don't have enough resources to pummel it. Do I have enough resources to pummel it? 3 and 1, yeah I do. I can't remember if it's stuck behind the boo trigger. I don't think it's stuck behind the boo trigger. I suppose I could discard and looked. Could save equipment for more of those effects. Let's tax Revered here, intimidate them, beautiful, and on-hit discard. Yeah, that'll do. That's 3 cost, I thought it was 2 cost. Right, we stashed the pummel. It's not the greatest card to stash. But they're still just sitting on the... yeah, they have Tunic up for Rock. There's a deck to lose to. I'm glad it's this. Sigil doesn't get us enough life back. They did miss the toughness, which is nice. So this could be the little gap that we want. Problem is, they just no hero against the Command and Conquer. And then we're sad. Maybe I should have stashed the Revered idol. Still feels like the only thing I can do, especially because they have no toughness now. Well, actually, no, without toughness, it doesn't have ambush. But then they can just rock. They can just Tuffnut to ambush it. Maybe they don't know that. This is a 2-cost, this is a 2-cost, so I can block 3. There's no point playing Sigil to the end. Fingers crossed. Pass the step. So we get rid of the no heroes. Don't know why they did it then. Maybe they didn't realize. Flex strength with another pummel. They want to block, so fix the match is actually quite nice. Sigil first anyway. So can I use flex strength? 2-cost float 1. I can still pummel it. No, it should still be fix the match. And where's my overturn? Give me some might. Am I blind? There it is. I'd like the might, but I can understand if they don't do anything. And it saved the pummel. What's this? Next time you would clash the target, instead reveal the top card of their deck. Reveal the top card of your deck. If you win the clash, discard a card. Technically, I can use that. I don't want an arsenal, though. I really don't want an arsenal. Maybe I should have used it straight away. Nah, that's fine. I mean, I doubt they have defense reactions. But the expectation was to lose and win. So the old switcheroo didn't make sense until we knew what the card was. If there was 2 clashes, then it would have been reason to pause and do it. Sigil now. Strategic planning so they can rock. I want the vigor or the toughness, though, is the question. I think the toughness turns off more. Because they're going to take no hero. That's pretty clear. At least that's what I would take. Granted, it's on the bottom. But it seems like the correct thing to cycle around, right? It's one of their most impactful cards. No, they didn't take no hero. Suppose I don't need to actually wait and think about the sigil. I have nothing that boos. So it should be swing big. I don't have Tunic up, but I'll have the bigger. I can do that, which is fine. Take 5. Want to take 5? We're still not seeing any boost stuff, so it's not too bad. Should be fine. I take 5. The gap between us is still too big. Take it. And I need the vigor to do my play. So shutting down the toughness would have been nice. There's no reason to sigil. Worst case, say scaling, I arsenal. Yeah. Was Visit drawing this turn? I think Visit was drawing this turn. Interesting. So this is no hero stands alone. Let's dig in. Alright, the toughness. I forget about the toughness. I mean, the pummels are paying off this game. Granted, we're about to just catch a rock to the face. So it is nice to get rid of Rock Grit. We're back on board in terms of the life, although Rock is coming as an 8. Do I care about any of the blue effects? Nah, Prime the Crowd's fine. Just Prime the Crowd into a big CNC. I mean, I'll have Tunic so I can... what can I do? I guess it's just Prime Crowd CNC, something big. I do want the Vigor from Offensive, though. They have the 3 toughness. I guess Prime is going into my arsenal. We're playing offensive, want to hold the other offensive. I guess it's give CNC, and I might as well Bone Breaker. And I guess it's time to start trying to maintain my life. That's wrong. Do it last step, because our life is currently equal. It should still just be send offensive. Feels sort of a waste of the Tunic charge. That should be fine. It didn't overblock. I mean, right now... Oh, never mind. I mean, one card block 6, and that's what they should be doing, though. Technically, I can still make it nice and big. What reacts do they have? I don't think they have any, right? They have a swing big. Interesting. I guess it is a blue for Rock. I don't know. Their deck just feels like a lot of misses. Like that. And now turn is not much better. Prime, Rowdy. I still have the discard. I still have the buff. And they have no toughness. I mean, they should be a decent chunk of damage. Question is, do I really want to force the discard, or would I rather sit with a 4? I mean, I don't get a choice. It's actually the way about it. Well, actually, this means I don't do the discard, and I just get the damage. I'm actually really happy with. Unless it's another Reckless. Oh, no, because I don't have the discard now for the Reckless. So, thank you. I would actually much rather dash a D-React. Pummel Show of Strength, this is a bad hand. Block Weapon Swing? If I'm Weapon Swing, I might as well play Show of Strength. Well, Villainous still works on the weapon, but I can't get to enough resources. I mean, Show of Strength just gets blocked out. I kind of like to stick in the Arsenal. Playing that into Arsenal. Pitching something into Mandible Claw, which I suppose I'd rather hold the Villainous. I mean, we should have enough life gain for this. Because even though they are rocking, they are still required-ish to block a whole bunch. And we're back on the check for booze. They ever go for a big turn with Scowling. It is interesting that they didn't want to keep the crowd goes wild. That's sort of like their big turn. I guess that does enough. I can still have toughness. Rock is going to put us below them. Do have the sink. I can block with scab skins, that keeps me above them to mocking blow. I won't have the vigor. Means I still just want to place this, which I can still do off with the mocking blow. Means I don't care about my life as much. Then again, they have enough toughness. Decisions. The thing that gives at the moment is the villainous pose, so I guess we'll cycle that and see. Oh well. Maybe it's correct to put mocking blow into my arsenal. I want to block with equipment. I kind of want to shut down their effects too, since we're just sending something big. Actually, I should block with equipment because I had Tunic up. That's my mistake, I didn't count Tunic. I think mocking blow is worth more in the arsenal. And it should still be blocked out. Unless they just drew poorly. But we do want to continue to joink cards. So this green can put me back ahead of them. Outside interference gets me a card for next turn. They didn't hit a blue and they don't have Tunic, so we're safe. Otherwise that would have been a really big turn. Alright. So we're still below them, but just swing big. I want to set up for next turn. Actually, I can get the idol again. Yes, that's kind of worth it. They should still be able to block out. I can get bully. If I get idol, I can still mandible claw. I can even hold the fiddlers and use Tunic. Doesn't feel great to use Tunic, but I think I have to. Ability. I could also try and get them to not block mandible, and then I'm happy. I think the discard means that this is still correct regardless. Because they'd see what I was going to do anyway. I could also luck onto Scabskins. They don't block this, I can pivot. Well, this should mean that tear down hits. And the damage is what we care about more than the discard. Because leaving with them with something awkward to play is what we'd rather. Because rock is just way too much value. Fiddlers increases the life gulp even more. As long as we draw nicely. Somewhat. So I assume it's Tuffnut, send this. It's at 6. I can gain 6 back and block 2. I should be able to mocking blow. And they didn't even get the toughness. It's still rock. That's fine. Don't have Tunic. I have to keep both cards. Right? I can't use Overcrowded as a 4. No. I mean, Mocking Blow's not the worst thing. Means I still get to just Arsenal a card. And we get the Vigor. Because I assume they go overboard here. They don't have Never Yields, do they? At least we haven't seen them. Suppose Never Yield is counter to Rock. But Never Yield, you're constantly using your ability. Is it worth the damage? I think it is, because I have to keep up with Rock. It still is 1 over Reckless, if it was Reckless. Looking for Scrap is nice. Apex. We can go wide enough on this next one. And get Might. They're looking for a Scrap. I'll have 1 resource. So it's free. Which means technically I can still buff it. Seems like the best use yet. Because I just send a 10. I kind of want to go again, because even just following up with the Mandible Claw is matterful here. I think I give the Scabskins as well. Basically counteract their buff. Take 7. Stay above them. Mocking Blow does get us the Vigor. I'd really like to just use Scabskins, get 2 action points, and send Mocking Blow first. I suppose I can't. I have no way to gain life, so it should be this to disrupt the toughness first. Really, it should be Mandible Claw. Well, this is fine. Still a decent amount. There's a 4 that could become a 8. Not bad. Interesting. What does it still become? Gets +4, so it'd be fair. So no. Then we're doing this just for the boo trigger? If that's the case, I'd like to still be able to swing. But I don't really want to stash Flex. Well, Flex is not the worst thing to stash. Boo trigger is nice. If I go wide here, does it really matter? Not unless I could push the extra damage. They have 2 cards, and this is still just a 3. There's no point in risking the Scabskins in. Come on, don't eat my cards. I think it's probably hot where the router is. I think it ate my card, right? No, it's just eating inputs. Ah! Oh. Oh, yet another. No heroes. Well, at least that's 2 of them gone. No, that's all 3, because he didn't cycle back for the first one. So I don't have to worry about them, which is actually really nice. What did we reveal, out of curiosity? I can't remember. It was just flying by. Oh, nice big flex strength. How many resources do I need? 8 would be my whole hand. Minus the yellow. So I can block 3. Is that worth it? They get an extra toughness for the next turn. I don't think it's enough to close. It should try and be Scabskins, I suppose. Or just another Mocking Blow. You can block with 4. And then still be able to Mocking Blow again. The 2 toughness, though. I think keeping the Vigor going is important. It's better than Nimby, because I don't need the Arsenal card. Nimby's only better in what scenario? If I hit Scab Skins? Like Nimby Claw? So it should just be the Vigor check. It saves me Tunic for a turn as well. Problem is, they do have Rock Up. It's annoying. At this point, we're both long cards. It should probably just be Block Rock. And wait the 2 turns. This is damage. There's no reason not to. But with their toughness, it means... No, toughness is fine, because I'm just going to block Rock. Get the damage in where we can get it. Yeah, this is fine. Kind of don't want this in my arsenal, but what can you do? I'd like to still send something, but... Yeah. Oh, wait, what? The next hand is Impact, Shear, Dig in, Dig in. I mean, they still have the toughness anyway, and they're playing the Cheer. Interesting. The Overcrowded is a 4 block. That's fine. So what am I blocking with it? Am I just continuing with the Mocking Blow? I think I am, just for the Vigor, if not anything else. It's invalidated anyway again. Just whether or not I want to give both cards. I guess the Short Strength is worth more to keep. And there's sort of Feigns that I can still pump Mocking Blow, I suppose, but again, their first card blocks 6 anyway. I could also just send Short Strength. Also doesn't matter. We know... Well, no. They're 5s, but it doesn't matter because they have the 3 anyway. So it'd still just be 2 cards. So it's Mocking Blow to keep the Vigor going. Yeah. I mean, the nice thing about Rock Fatigue is they screw themselves because their Fatigue is an empty deck. Like, no cards. They have to keep 4 cards. They made the toughness, so they're just buying time. So I should be trying to send something big. The Nimby's big enough by itself. You can get a 3 with outside interference. Is that a good enough use? Can we get over their 3? I can force them to use their hand, which is kind of nice. I'd like to save Nimby. I do have Nimblism, right? I never played it or discarded it. To us more, I look at RKO. I'm so sad this is not the meta for them. What's the meta then? It feels like this is the type of split deck that most people are trying, right? Anyway, 6, 8. If I keep the 2 blues, I can send that. Clears their hands, but they're at the point where they want to clear their hand and just do a blue. Is it? Well, if they draw badly, I suppose it's nice enough. And it could hit some proper pieces. I guess we'll read it. Also, high topple. They live in Gravy Land. I can't see the deck being consistent into them. Then again, they're Silver and they could just be temperamental. Yeah, Mandible Claw, I guess, doesn't quite do enough. And you don't have the big rush down swing. Wow, Wyeth already doing well in LL. Not surprising. Oh, Awakening must just be crazy. Let's villainous pose. I want to save the Nimby. Or at least try to. I have to get through the rocks. I think they're out of sinews. 1, 2, 3, yeah. They're out of charms, yes. But at the same time, they're down to mostly blues. Oh, count your blessing. Count your blessing, Rathe. Talk big game, actually. That makes more sense. Alright, we got a toughness and a blue. We can go wide on this one. Interesting. So they are trying to fatigue me out at this point. Or not. How did Talk a Big Game do? Did you get any nice big stacks? Escalate orders on top of their deck. That's why they didn't. Tuffnut. I get it now. I have to check when. There's at least one I can go to, but my partner needs our car, so I'm without a car for the weekends. He has veterinary placement, so unfortunately none this week or next week or the week after that. Be looking for a scrap by itself. Again, low mocking blow comes into play. If I do though, it'll be either this or Kayo if he's still around. So if I only played one game, TYB 1 versus a failed Kano combo, well, I didn't get the pitch stack. Do I want the chip damage is the question. If I do the chip damage, what am I following up by? Just mocking blow for the vigor. I think I'm trying to conserve cards, so that's fine. You can also greed it and try to Mandible Claw here. I kind of need. Talk about how you want to have a claw by then, or won't want to have a claw by then. Yeah. I don't know what was it, the ball? No, that's not great. Because the ball gets to 4 breakpoint, right? If you have outside interference, that feels kind of nicer. I haven't greeted it all game because we had a normal heavy KO last game and I hit 3 1s. I guess I'm not greeting with Scab Skins. Because it should be Mandible Claw Mocking Blow. Whatever. I wonder what's in their hand. That can't be the correct. Yeah. Oh, I guess, yeah. They didn't have any block. Also, if I did greet it and we did land the Mandible, that would have been game. Still victory. What am I trying to do? Should be outside interference is probably the correct call. I'm blocking with Old Switcheroo and Steel Victory. Yoinking a toughness. And then this is still big enough. The toughness hits breakpoint for their next turn. I mean, they should just get blocked out anyway. Maybe I should be trying to greed it. Because one right Mandible Claw here and we're good. At this point. No. No, Disarm's not active. I was going to say, I almost forgot the whole priority. They didn't create any toughness, so their hand is another discard or playable. Why did I do that? Alright, I don't want it in my hand. Yeah. Because I want to hold the blues. You ever do that? Sometimes just have a thought and you don't quite remember why you did it. I mean, how big's our turn? Nimblism pays for itself off of Tunic. Villainous pays for by concealed objects. I don't quite know if this is going to be big enough. I've been staring at cards like Call for Backup, and I realized something quite funny. I do some really silly conversions using the cards letting me swing even more, leave no witnesses, surgical extraction. Yeah, that is kind of scary. I think it's probably a really big slept-on card from Master Back Guardian, right? Because I guess the 2-block. But there are so many decks where you don't really care. Like, you have more than one really good option. I mean, like, for instance, Tuffnut. You could take it. It's a 5, though, isn't it, right? That's the only downside. And it would hit Disarm, and no hero stands alone. I really want to roll here. I really should roll here. Because it should be force the overblock. Mandible Claw. Win. That puts him to 1. It snatched the Nimblism, but I won't put them to 1. Also, Popper and helps me kill Gravy. Yeah, because it is a nice big card. But there's definitely so much value in putting something back. For 9. Turn is just swing big, I guess? If I keep 2 cards, it should be Mandible Claw swing big. No, but Mandible Claw's not big enough. Is it overcrowded? But they'll only have 1 aura. I guess, weirdly, it's that. I feign with overcrowded. Doesn't really do much. But they should be out of rocks fairly soon. I do have the Vigor, so I can send swing big, stash the overcrowded. Yeah, I suppose that's fine. Although Prism doesn't exist, I found it funny saying call for backup. Name a card the opponent is scared of. With 2 toughness, Mandible Claw means they have to block with a card, and then swing big gets through. So technically, if I hit this, I win. The 1 block. So since we didn't hit it, the correct call is Tunic. I say correct. I don't necessarily know if it is. Swing big. Naturally overcrowded. Because essentially Mandible Claw eating something is fine. They should have maybe made toughness. I suppose they couldn't, because then they wouldn't get the Vigor. The Vigor lets them send for 8. Well, the Nimblism in hand is not great. Outside interference means I can be bullied. Do I have enough resources? This is still a 2-block from Arsenal. I would need to keep 2 blues to bully them. Yes, at least the Scabs wasn't a 1. Actually, sorry, that's wrong. Oh, wait. I have, I hate winning matches this way, but I guess it needs to be done. Because they're at 2 as well. I mean, I suppose this is why they call him Cheeto. There we are. Sorry, not sorry. Just the most typical namesake win. In a very, very fun match, going back and forth. 145 to their 137. The Rock puts up some numbers. Yeah. White's got to sit in the inventory for that. I wish Cheap Shot and the Charm paid off as much, but not worth it.